Welcome to the PinkpillRx podcast, hosted by Katie and Jay Fillmore, where we navigate complex and thought-provoking topics surrounding women with a focus on education. For shorter form content, follow us on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube at Caters88 or PinkpillRx.
That's KATORS88.
If you enjoy this podcast, please give us a follow and maybe a nice review. What always brings up good feelings for me is Pizza Hut from the 90s.
Oh, same, but for different reasons. Because I know you didn't like the salad bar, but for me,
Girl,
it was the salad bar.
I would have croutons and cheese all day from that salad bar.
Croutons and cheese.
Yeah. My whole family's eating salad. I'm eating a pile of cheese, a pile of croutons. Was there cottage cheese too?
I think so, yes.
I had to have cottage cheese too. And then my personal pan. Sometimes it was free if I did everything I need to do for Book It at school.
Oh, man, you just unlocked a sad childhood memory.
Book It?
First of all, I was homeschooled.
Yeah.
So I didn't participate in Book It, obviously.
Obviously.
And I always wanted a personal pan pizza because I just thought it was, cool because it was your own pizza.
You never got one.
But I would never get it because it was too expensive for everybody to get a personal pan pizza. So everyone had to split, the large pizza. But I shouldn't complain too much, obviously you're out to eat, so it costs money, so that's a privilege in and of itself. But I remember being bummed.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even earn it through Book It.
Right, because you were homeschooled.
Because I was homeschooled.
And now you're gluten-free. You'll never get it.
Yeah, well, just some dreams never come true.
You know what? I'm going to remember this. Hold on a second. I'm going to go to my to-do-ist. And I'm going to put, for December 1st, Katie, gluten-free, pan, pizza. Priority 1. Oh, I'm going to figure out how to make a personal pan pizza that's gluten-free at home. And you're going to forget all about this conversation.
You're right, I am.
And so am I until that pops up on December 1st. And then I'm going to blow your mind. What, you just want cheese?
Yeah, just cheese.
Okay.
Looking forward to it. Future Katie.
When you say to me, some dreams just don't come true, immediately my wheels start turning. No. Does this have to be a fact? Does this one have to be that? It might not have to be.
Well, thank you. Dream come true maker.
I'm going to film it.
Okay, you should. Because I will totally forget about this. I have the worst memory.
I know.
It's so bad.
That's why I know it's going to be great. I can tell you all the details now and you will forget about all of it.
I will. If this was going to be our last conversation ever, what would you want me not to forget?
Man, that could go so many different ways with that. All the love I have for you is so real, and you should love yourself that way.
That's good. I thought of something similar. I want all the good things for you, and you deserve all the good things. I've always wanted that for you. Even if that means finding somebody else after I'm deceased.
Don't know how that would go.
No, but you're not there yet. You're not to the, if you're deceased, I'm allowed to find somebody else.
I'm not quite there yet.
Well, you've ruined me for men, so it doesn't really matter. Job well done.
Good. Excellent. But I don't want you to be lonely either. I mean, the male pool out there is bleak.
It is bleak.
It is so bleak. Just talking to someone today at dinner about how bleak it is out there.
It's bad.
Why? And I can't say that women don't do this, but why do guys just ghost you? Just don't even say anything. Just don't give any closure. Just don't. You know what I mean? Like you don't man up to your disinterest. What's up with that? You afraid? Like what? It's just, it happens. I hear it over and over and over again. It's really, I'm trying to find a stronger word than unkind, but it's really selfish.
That's an abdication of accountability and like honesty.
Which is what I would argue Genesis 2 is very much about for men.
Yep. Well, it continues to this
3,
day.
sorry. It's just, yeah, it is an abdication. It's just, man, there's no courtesy. There's no decency with it.
Yeah, you could just say, hey, I'm not.
or I have
vibing here.
yeah, or I have a stronger connection with somebody else. I mean, just choose a language from the Bachelor. I mean, you could just use that.
Right. Right. I mean,
Ask AI
honestly,
what to
I was
say.
going to say, I don't want to necessarily promote AI, but truly, we live in a world
Google it. Go on
where
Reddit.
you can just puke your thoughts and it will tidy it up for you.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Okay, so last episode, you had asked a question related to labor diggers.
What did I ask?
We were talking about how women can earn more than their man and still do double the housework.
Dude, it makes no freaking sense to me. Continue.
Or work the same amount of hours and do double the housework.
Yeah.
Or just
What's up with that?
men come home and just don't want to do anything because they work. Okay?
Yeah.
And they want the woman to do all the labor.
Yeah.
Even if the woman's a stay-at-home mom, like there's so much labor involved in that.
Right.
Okay. So somebody messaged me to answer your question that you asked, which was, well, what are they doing?
Yeah. What are they doing?
What are they doing? So she said, commenting could upset my husband or publicly shame and humiliate him from his point of view. But you had asked, then what do they do?
Yeah.
She's working, he's working, she's doing all the rest. What does he do?
Right.
The answer is both anything he wants and nothing at all. Really? We moved to a condo, my choice, because I could keep up with yard work and maintenance that way. We both work. I'm a teacher by day, even though I've also always been a writer. No time to commit to that. We have 3 kids. Everything required to run a household is on me. This is not exaggerating. He goes to work and he comes home, then lays in bed on his phone all night.
Oh my gosh.
He finds no fault in it. People say leave, but then the kids and I lose the current lifestyle I built with my invisible labor. There's so much I can add to this and honestly would love to share, but I wanted to answer that question because this is the reality for a lot of us. I've just done a lot of inner work to survive it for my kids.
I mean, I 100% believe this person, but it feels in my body ridiculous and fictitious. Like, are you serious? You just go park it on your bed and scroll? No time with the kids, no help, no time with the spouse, no like helping around the house. She moves so that she could keep up with yard work?
Yeah.
I do not understand. I do not.
I think it's because you weren't wired that way because you grew up in an egalitarian household.
That's true. Both my parents participated in cooking. Both of them did dinner. Both of them did yard work. I don't think he did any cleaning or laundry. It was much, much more egalitarian.
Yeah.
That is nuts.
Now, I grew up in a complementarian household. Oh my gosh.
It is
we
July
start
17th.
recording
18th.
and fireworks start going off in the background.
It's been 2 weeks since 4th of July.
And it's like our next door neighbor.
Yeah.
And it's not been this way until we literally started recording. I mean, my dad would do like yard work and fix some things around the house and stuff like that. But mostly he would come home and he would sit down and he'd get on his computer or he'd sit in front of the TV and that was it.
But, I mean,
and then we were expected to wait on him and what he wanted and needed because he had worked all day.
right, and your mom didn't. Anyway, what I don't understand is even setting aside whatever environment you were raised in, how do you not desire connection with your children or connection with your spouse? Or how does your love for them not pour over into you wanting to contribute and alleviate? Is it an entitlement to rest because you worked? But I don't.
Is it an attachment thing? Is it a suppressed emotions thing? So you don't really have emotional connections with people?
Interesting. Oh, that's interesting.
Is it an entitlement thing? Is it how you were raised? Is it what you were exposed to when you were growing up? I mean, really, truly, we should be encouraging little boys to play with babies. Yes, be a dad. Yes, take care of the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Play store. Go grocery shopping. Playhouse. Vacuum. We don't encourage boys to play that way.
no.
That's girl play.
Yeah. I mean, that, yeah. to some extent, free will doesn't exist. You are a product of your decisions are a product of the wiring that happened to you in your formative years.
Right. And the culture that you belong to.
Yeah. Yeah. Which also contributes to the way that you're wired.
Right.
So maybe I just can't understand that perspective because our brains were just wired differently by how our childhoods were.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to read that to you because I had said in the episode that like this is many women's realities. And if you read on TikTok and Instagram, the reel and the TikTok, where I posted that little snippet of our podcast, so many women are commenting such similar stories.
Really?
Yeah, it's all over the place.
Really?
Okay, I'm going to transition now into my little bits. My little tidbits. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I like them. It's a nice little boom, boom, boom.
If men didn't exist, who would protect women?
Women.
Women would protect women?
Yeah.
From what?
Each other.
Do you think women
or nature.
need protection from each other?
I mean, crime happens. It doesn't matter what gender you are.
Do you know the percentage of actual violent crimes that are committed by men?
No. Hold on a sec. Are you getting towards what? There's no natural predator for women except for men?
I mean, you said it.
Well, even if you weren't going there, it kind of landed the plane for you.
Yeah.
What would women need protection from if men are gone? Well, I mean, wild animals. I don't know.
Roughly 4 in 5 violent crime arrests involve a male offender, and nearly 9 in 10 homicide arrests do.
Okay, so 90% of homicides, 80% of violent crime is men. So, I mean, yeah, there's still some women out there doing some violent stuff, but the amount of crime would reduce by 80%, violent crime.
Violent crime.
So then, yeah, okay, well, who would protect women? Well, yeah, because the question is from what?
Well, I also want to mention that as many as 90% of the women that are in prison today for killing a man had previously been battered by those men.
Oh, that's so tragic. And I believe that.
Okay. I saw this on TikTok, on Character 111's TikTok. Historically, men never provided for women. They simply restricted women from providing for themselves. They put restrictions on women so they couldn't do certain kinds of work or they couldn't work at all. And then they said, we're the providers. Good thing you got us. When they made the laws and the legislation to restrict the movement of women.
Huh. Yeah, because it's like we provide for you, which is like we're giving you a gift. But really it's, no, you, in very authoritarian-like fashion, dictated, hey, this is the arrangement.
Right.
You're not providing out of a free gift. You're saying, hey, I made the terms. This is what your job is. This is what my job is. Now I expect you to praise me for my job.
Right.
That I picked for myself.
Thank God we're here to do it for you.
Jeez.
Okay, this is a legitimate question.
All right.
Would you follow a religion where you worship a female goddess and her daughter and read a book written by 40 different women that dictates men's role in society and where men aren't allowed to be leaders?
No.
Okay, just wondering. Asking for a friend.
You know, when you were listing it out, when you said a goddess, I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. That feels fine. And her daughter, yeah, okay, feels fine. And then a book written by 40 different women, and I was like, oh. And then you continued, who would dictate like men's role in the world, and I'm like, oh, okay, no, I'm out. You know, it kind of sounds familiar.
It does sound a little familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yuck.
I was just curious.
Yeah.
So Allie of the Cat 6868 on TikTok shared, the chances of being bitten by a venomous snake are about 1 in 70,000.
Okay.
The chances of a woman being attacked by a man or assaulted by a man are about 1 in 3. Yet your fear of snakes is considered rational, But women's fear of men's violence is called dramatic.
Whoa, Allie. That is a well put comparison. Wow.
Men all are out here getting all up in arms because not all men, not all men. Well, not all snakes.
Well, and they say in these same men probably say women are so sensitive, but they're acting kind of sensitive.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Not me.
Right.
Well, you get bit by a dog and you're going to be afraid of all dogs.
Right. Or all your friends have gotten bit by dogs.
Yeah, you're going to be terrified of dogs.
You're going to be scared of dogs.
Yeah. That's a really well put comparison. Yeah, it's much more rational to be afraid of men than snakes. I don't F with snakes, though.
I know you don't. I've mentioned before that during the Me Too movement, my mom had made a comment about how it was a scary time to have boys.
Yeah.
Because of false accusations of rape.
Yeah.
And it's coming all to the forefront and all these women are coming forward and that can't all be real, right? As a man, have you ever had kind of that fear of oh man, a woman could just come forward and accuse me of sexually assaulting her?
Just in general?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. This is going to be hard.
Okay, well, let me rephrase then. I have been very conscious when I've been in situations that could be a possibility. So I would position myself to where, for example, I go into a rental property with a single female tenant. If it's not going to be super long time I'm going to be there, especially, I'll just call you and have you on the phone in my AirPods. Mm-hmm. So you're a second witness who can attest to what did or did not happen if I'm falsely accused for something. Or when I had a female student who would come to my classroom and to ask a question for help or something, I would make sure the door was left open and we would sit at my table in the front of the classroom, which is close to the door and very visible to everybody in the hallway. It's been on my mind at times, in specific scenarios.
And I think that that's good precautions to take in general for anybody to take, right? But there's that fear there that you could possibly be falsely accused of something of a sexual nature.
Yeah.
That you did or said something or something like that. Yeah. So you put safeguards in place. Mm-hmm. I'm curious to know what safeguards you put in place to make sure you're not sexually assaulted.
I don't do any.
Okay. Because statistically speaking, you are way more likely to be raped than you are to be accused falsely.
Really?
Of raping somebody.
And those two are comparisons just for men? Men being?
Yes.
Really?
So let me tell you the stats on it, okay?
Okay.
Roughly, and it varies. This number varies as far as how many rapes are reported to law enforcement every year. So I kind of took an average, okay? So, and also we need to remember that a lot of rapes are not reported to law enforcement.
Sure.
But we're going to just say rapes reported to law enforcement. 120,000 rape reports by women to police each year in the U.S., okay?
Okay.
Studies show that about 2 to 10% on the high end, 10% on the low end, 2%, are false accusation or false report rates.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to go in the middle with that. We're going to say 5% of those are false.
Okay.
Okay. So that's 6,000 confirmed false reports annually. Okay. In this scenario, if we're saying 120,000, 5%, we're just having to take some generalizations, some medians here. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. The country has roughly 170 million men.
Okay.
Okay. So your chances on a yearly basis of being falsely accused of raping somebody is 0.0000352941%.
Dang.
Now, the CDC estimates that about 2.6% of men experience rape in their lifetime. So let's say that we'll just say 70 years is a lifetime. Okay.
Okay.
70 years, right? It gives you about a 0.041% chance of per year of being raped.
Okay.
And you don't take precautions for that. It's just interesting that it seems like the false accusation of rape seems so much more of a threat to men than them actually being a victim themselves.
Yeah, you're right. And that's very strange. I've never heard it laid out like that before.
Were you fact checking me there with the math?
No, the only thing I was checking
And
is...
it's okay if you were, because I want to be right.
Because 170 million includes juvenile men under the age of 18.
So over 18, then I guess it would be, your percentage probably would be 0.0003 something. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's still going to be ridiculously small.
It's still a lot less. But I get what you're saying. That does include juvenile men.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's not really conversation around sexual assault with men. It's just false accusations, which are it's so much less common. So it's very strange that the conversation is around the one that's less common, not the one that's more common.
Right.
And a lot of dudes don't come forward because the shame. You know, I think of like Terry Crews, Brendan Fraser. Mm-hmm. And obviously those are in a specific industry, but a lot of that has to do with power dynamics in the industry too, which we talked about power dynamics before.
Yeah, I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
That like your chances of being a victim is higher than your chances of being accused.
But I just put safeguards in place for being accused.
Right.
But that's probably because that's what narrative is spun to me in culture. Mm-hmm. Is that's the thing I need to be afraid of.
Right.
And so that's what I put safeguards in. That's interesting.
But good point that you made that some of those are juveniles. So I guess you would have to have a cutoff. But it's still going to be less than that 0.041%.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot less. Significantly less. Weird. Gosh, we live in such a backwards society with so many things. Mm-hmm. Like just accurate information is not out there.
Yeah.
It's all comes with a certain filter on it and a certain desire to convince versus a desire to inform.
Mm-hmm. Studies show that men want their wives to be more quiet, sweet, and subservient, but their daughters to be smart, confident go-getters.
Oh, that's interesting. Whoa. Continue.
So in one survey of 818 men, independence and strength were valued much more for daughters than for their wives, while wives were more likely to be described as attractive and sweet.
Is it because daughters are an extension of themselves?
That is one of the theories, yes. That is one of the theories, yeah.
That makes sense because, like, she's a part of you, your offspring, your legacy, whatever, you know, it's all subconscious, but, and so I want her to be this, this, and this, and this, and empowered, and blah, blah, blah. But what, your wife is just a woman?
In a 2015 Shriver Report snapshot, they found that 66% of men wanted independence in daughters, but only 34% wanted it in wives. And about half wanted daughters to be strong versus about a quarter for wives. There was a Business Insider summary that likewise emphasized that men said they wanted daughters to be intelligent, independent, strong, and principled, while wanting different traits in their wives.
Okay, so you said there are several theories as to why?
Yeah, one of the theories is that daughters are an extension of themselves, or that men struggle to have empathy for things that are not close to them, like close to their own identity. Mm-hmm. Which sperm makes it to the egg?
Oh, I want to say this, but I know it's not true. It's not the fastest.
But that's what you were taught.
That's what I was taught. I learned something different in the last month or two, and I can't remember what it was. It's not the fastest, though.
Yeah, so for decades, the story was the fastest sperm wins.
Yeah.
But what actually happens is the egg releases a chemical signal that attracts sperm and can influence which ones respond.
Oh.
Its outer layer, I'm not going to be able to pronounce this, as we know, and as I have established, I cannot pronounce words.
Pronunciate.
Zona pellicida has receptor proteins that sperm need to bind to before fertilization can happen. If a sperm's surface proteins do not match well, binding fails. There was a 2020 Stockholm University study that found that egg chemical signals attract sperm from some men more strongly than others, suggesting eggs may be biochemically selective rather than just waiting for whichever cell shows up first.
Right.
Once one sperm successfully fertilizes the egg triggers a fast electrical block and then a slower chemical one to prevent any other sperm from getting in. Basically shocks the sperm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So the egg is not the finish line. It's an active participant in a two-way selection process that screens for compatibility on a molecular level.
So chemically, the egg is swiping left on a bunch of sperms.
Yes. Like if that sperm and that egg's proteins don't bind well or match well, sorry, Charlie. And then once that sperm is like selectively binded to, then it's electric shock for the rest of them.
Dang. Huh. Yeah, so it's not like you're just a victim or an observer. The egg isn't to what's going on. And therefore, you could say the woman's role, your body's role.
Right. It is like very misogynistic, this idea of the passive egg and the aggressive sperm.
Right. Waiting for her champion.
Yes. And then you are the strongest and the fastest.
Yeah.
Doesn't that make you feel
Interesting. And that's also interesting that it sounds like it's possible, correct me if I'm wrong, that a mismatch could potentially affect fertility, like in being able to conceive a child, guy A, guy B. Okay, there's woman A. Guy A, would he have like a sperm production that is like, hey, 70% of them match up protein-wise.
Yeah,
and this other guy B,
wonder.
It's like, 35%.
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, I don't think that's beyond the realm of possibility, but I couldn't say for fact because I haven't looked into that.
Yeah. So,
but I have always wondered why with my first husband, it took 4.5 years to get pregnant. And with you just looked at me. So I've always wondered about that.
Yeah. I used to say to myself in jest, but kind of seriously, hey, you were born a winner because you won the race.
Oh, honey.
But now I'm not here because I'm a winner.
You avoided electrocution.
I'm here because I was compatible.
Right. You were the best fit.
That's a good way to put it, yeah. Genetically, there's some nuance here, but obviously everyone gets an X chromosome from the egg. And then some sperm have Y chromosomes they're carrying, and some have X chromosomes they're carrying, right? Because gender is determined by the father. Because the sperm either get a second X or you get a Y.
Okay.
Right? So could you say that half of all sperm in a male's body are girl sperm?
Yeah, it's a 50-50 split.
That's just interesting. I wonder how that would feel for a guy to think, yeah, half my sperm, they're girl sperm.
Have you ever seen fertile cervical fluid under the microscope?
Nope.
This is what it looks like.
Okay.
Look at the picture I sent you.
Okay. Fertile cervical fluid.
Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful. Is it really purple too, or is it the microscope?
No, it's dyed.
Oh.
It's clear. It's
wow.
crystalline.
That's like very foresty.
It's called ferning.
Is there a picture of
Yeah, it looks more
fertile?
like crystals.
But this looks more like life. Ironically, it looks like plant. Wow. That's beautiful. It looks like artwork.
That's all I have for us today.
Okay, bye. I hope for those of you listening, something was intriguing or sparked a curiosity, or you felt affirmed or challenged. Stay educated. Take the pink pill. If you enjoyed this podcast, please give us a follow and maybe a nice review.